pleasure to speak with all of you. For those of you that I may be meeting for the very first time tonight, my name is Cheryl Cortese. I'm a National Marketing Director with the Juice Plus Company, and have had the honor and privilege and great happiness as well as prosperity of being with this company now for 28 years and looking forward to the next 28. So we are very fortunate. We've met like this every Monday night for over 25 years now. So it's a wonderful way to, stretch out worldwide, not only know each other and stay connected, but hear such great information about our product, our company, and the manner in which we go about sharing it with other people. We've also been very blessed over all these years to have many, many wonderful speakers come to us and share not only their heart and their knowledge and information, but the great passion they have for making a difference in the world from a health standpoint as well as a financial security standpoint for the people that we love and come across on a daily basis. To give you a little company background, the Juice Plus Company is actually a 45-year-old company. It is based in Memphis, Tennessee, and we've had great success from day one. We were actually the company that invented smoke detectors for the home back in 1970, and obviously that was very, very successful. Over the years, we diversified going into the field of environment with water filtration and air filtration products. And here 24 years ago now, almost a quarter of a century, we introduced the Juice Plus products and a family of products that have grown up with the basic Juice Plus fruit and vegetable. Today it's fruit, vegetable, and berry, and just amazing for the body. Juice Plus Complete is another wonderful product that you're going to hear about tonight, and you're just going to love it. All do such wonderful things, not only for our own health and well-being, but for those that we love and those that we come across on a daily basis. Tonight, we're very fortunate. We have someone here who is amazing at sharing product information. Her name is Dr. Carol Watson. She's a registered nurse, naturopathic doctor. Dr. Carol, just to give you a little background, partnered with the Juice Plus Company in 2001. She has become an accomplished and successful franchise owner with our home-based business and coaching thousands on wellness, leadership, people skills, and mindset. She reached National Marketing Director within 3 years and is a 39 Club member, thanks to a team of like-minded health partners. And as we talk about club levels, basically that's the way the company recognizes accomplishment and growth as far as businesses are concerned. She has received numerous awards, and as was recognized in the Elton Awards for Business Building nominations, she was nominated in 2008, 2010, 2011, and 2012. So every year her business has gotten great recognition from the company as far as growth. Dr. Carol is also frequently requested to train internationally on health, business, and personal growth. Her dedicated service and contribution are exemplary of giver's gain. Audiences walk away feeling loved, inspired, and equipped to take their health, life, business to the next level. She has a very supportive husband who lives in Florida. Are you in Florida now, or it's Fort Worth? Where are you living, Carol?
Yeah, Fort Worth.
Fort Worth, okay, Fort Worth, Texas, where they enjoy a life that is free to give and free to go. And so I have known Carol to experience living in a few places in the country, and I've done the same. We really enjoy this. On this frequently requested call, she will share her personal health recovery story and will provide an in-depth look at how and why our complete is the premium fuel for our bodies. So, Carol, I'm going to turn it over to you. We both know our product line is amazing, and we love hearing about every one of the products, but I think Complete is a wonderful one to share the particulars on tonight.
Thank you so much, Cheryl. You know, I never get tired of hearing you talk about your experience with the company, your years with the company, and the abundant life that you now lead as a result of Juice Plus. You're such a blessing to so many of us, so I'm really honored to be on the call tonight with all of these amazing people, so thank you. And yeah, we just moved a couple months ago to Fort Worth, so we are now in Texas. and loving it, by the way. So as Cheryl said, the focus of tonight's call is going to be a discussion on this whole food-based powder mix, as we know as Juice Plus Complete. And before I get into what's in it and why I believe it's so beneficial for optimal health, I just kind of wanted to share a few of my personal and professional thoughts about health in general, because I feel like we need to lay that as a foundation. So if you consider for a moment this question, do we have drug deficiencies in America? You know, when your body is inflamed and it's aching, is that an indication that you're deficient in Advil? No, it's not. That's kind of silly, right? So I suggest to you that it's providing you with a warning signal that something is out of balance in your body. Also, if you had high cholesterol, does that mean you're deficient in Lipitor or one of the many other drugs that could have been prescribed to you? No, our bodies are not deficient in medications. They're starving for whole foods. As a naturopath, what I have been taught to do is to look for underlying causes of disease. I believe that symptoms are valuable indicators of underlying problems, and when we take an over-the-counter or prescription medication, we haven't really dealt with the cause. Instead, that unwanted symptom is suppressed, and you might feel temporary relief, but at what cost? That's the big question. I submit to you that it's at the cost of driving disease deeper and deeper into our tissues until we eventually end up with a more critical or life-threatening or chronic diagnosis. We are literally overfed and undernourished in America. You know, we get plenty of calories in food, right? We have evidence of that with the current diabetes crisis. But whole foods like fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, which provide the micronutrition that our full but starving stomachs need to thrive, is something that all leading health authorities agree that we are just not getting enough of. Our poor food choices and lack of personal responsibility are costing us lots and lots of money as our health care system seems to be in debt, and it just continues to rise, but health is declining. So I believe doctors, drugs, and surgeries do have their place and time, so don't get me wrong, but American healthcare has traveled down a blind alley by overemphasizing drugs, surgery, and medical intervention, while underemphasizing the importance of personal responsibility and the incredible role that nutrition plays in bolstering or building up our host defense mechanisms against disease. I believe if you've got enough healthy cells in your body, you can literally drive disease out. Now, there are some simple and long-term and inexpensive solutions to health problems. So I want to thank you for joining us tonight so you can be empowered, inspired, equipped, and challenged to make your health your first priority. Like they say, ladies and gentlemen, first put on your own oxygen mask, right? I believe that if we give our bodies the micronutrients they need, like vitamins and minerals and antioxidants and enzymes, then disease will literally be driven out of the body. So what do we need to eat more of? We need to eat foods that are going to provide micronutrition, and we need the macronutrition for the calories. There's nothing that fits the doctor's orders better than Juice Plus, Orchard, Garden, and Vineyard Whole Food Concentrate Powder Produce Blends that comes in a capsule and a soft chewable form as well as an anchor for the micronutrition. Those are the little but powerful guys. They're not providing calories, but they're fuel for our cells. And then we have the Juice Plus Complete Protein Powder Mix as a fantastic source of the macronutrients that provide us with the protein and the carbohydrates and the calories. Now, all leading health authorities agree on one thing. We need to be eating more fruits and vegetables to the tune of 9 to 13 servings every day. So, really, how many people do you know that are eating like that? That's why I recommend what I take every day to fill in the gap between what I know I should be eating, but in reality, most of the time, I just don't. It's the next best thing to actually eating fruits and vegetables, and it's the most thoroughly researched and most widely consumed whole food product in the world. Juice Plus Orchard, Garden, and Vineyard Whole Food Concentrates. Juice Plus contains concentrated juice powders from a variety of over 30 fruits, vegetables, and grains. Wow. I don't know about you, but I just can't eat like that every day. I need some help. And I believe that this is the foundation of peak health for every man, woman, and child on this planet. I take it, I recommend it, I've never missed a day without it in 15 years. And since I've added it to my health program, I have tons of energy. They actually call me the Energizer Bunny. I sleep great, my skin is reflecting my internal health, and I very rarely get sick. After years of battling with frequent episodes of asthmatic bronchitis, insomnia, low energy, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, anemia, and depression. Who says diet and lifestyle can't improve your health? I am living proof. I am 57 years old now, and I only take one of the dozen medications I was taking in my 30s. Juice Plus Complete Powder Drink Mix then is going to provide our bodies with some dynamic whole food sources of the complex carbs. So we're going to talk more about the macronutrition tonight now, the calories, carbohydrates, plant protein, essential and non-essential amino acids, which are particularly important for vegans who aren't eating meat, soluble and insoluble fiber. And if you make your shake the way I do, some fatty acids, because I add some good omega-3 oils to mine, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Juice Plus Complete is a balanced meal of bioavailable, easy-to-digest plant proteins and low glycemic carbohydrates. And by low glycemic, I mean the slow-releasing kind that don't quickly convert into fat, which we don't want more stored fat. It's 100% plant-based, kosher certified, it's gluten-free and non-genetically modified. It contains no cholesterol, artificial flavors, artificial colors, preservatives, corn, yeast, wheat, eggs, milk, dairy, caffeine, or herbs. None of that. It is whole food at its best. Each pouch provides you with 15 servings and comes with a scoop, or you can get our convenient single-serve sachets as well. So one scoop or one sachet equals one serving. One serving of French vanilla, which is my favorite flavor, provides you with 110 calories, 20 grams of the good carbs, 13 grams of plant protein that comes from water-washed, low-processed, non-inflammatory, non-genetically modified soy, chickpea powder, and pea and rice protein, 0 grams fat, and 8 grams of dietary fiber. That's a lot of fiber in one serving. Dutch chocolate has 130 calories, has everything the same, except it does have a half a gram of fat. So let's talk about soy for a minute, since there's some concerns about its health benefits. You know, science has proven that soy isoflavones have antioxidant properties over and over and over again. They're also anti-carcinogenic, which means they help to prevent cancer. They're cardioprotective, which means they help protect our heart and circulation. And what I love about them is they're weakly estrogenic because of the phytoestrogen properties, which merely means plant-derived estrogens. These phytoestrogens are critical to women's health because they compete for binding at the estrogen receptor sites in our bodies, and for women, a lot of that's in the breast tissue, and they are nearly 1,000 times weaker than the human version estradiol. Research has actually shown that this attachment to estrogen receptors in breast tissue, for example, may prove to have a protective and beneficial effect because the weaker plant-based phytoestrogens actually block the ability of the stronger and harmful human estrogen at the receptor site. Now, numerous studies show that soy is associated with a decreased risk in death and decreased reoccurrence of breast cancer, and also how it can potentially impede cancer progression too. There was even a study published in 2012 in Gynecologic Oncology, which was done at the University of Texas, MD Anderson in Houston, on ovarian cancer survivors, a very nutritionally deprived population who usually die from protein loss. Now, during treatment, it's really difficult to maintain organs and muscle mass in these patients, and unfortunately, they have a low life expectancy. Dr. Lovell Jones, who spearheaded this study, also helped to write what is called the WHEL, or W-H-E-L diet, Women's Healthy Eating and Living Diet for Breast Cancer Survivors. This diet includes 10 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables every day, and it does have the best outcome of any for breast cancer recovery. Now, we know it's nearly impossible for ovarian cancer survivors to eat this way because of the damage from the chemotherapy, the radiation, and the surgery. They have little energy. They have poor appetites already. So what they did is they split these people up into two groups. One group was to eat 10 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables every day, and the other group was to eat 5 servings, which is really a more realistic goal, drink 1 Juice Plus Complete shake a day, and also take their Juice Plus capsules. With just 1 shake and the Orchard Garden and Vineyard capsules alone, these women were literally flooding their bodies with the nutrition from a variety of, get this, 56 whole foods every day, just with the capsules and a shake. Do you think that they could actually eat that way? Absolutely not. So the Juice Plus group did do a little better than the group actually eating 10 servings of fruits and vegetables, but both did better than the average ovarian cancer survivor with poor nutrition. The Juice Plus group also had increased protein status from the Complete. They had more energy and improved longevity outcomes compared to the group not taking Juice Plus or Complete. Now, given that the average lifespan for ovarian cancer survivors is sadly only 14 months, this next fact really drives home the value of good whole food nutrition and plant-based protein. Get this, 5 years later, so they continue to follow these gals for 5 years, 60% of the well group that was eating the 10 servings was still alive, and 70% of the Juice Plus group was still living. If clean soy protein and concentrated powder produce can do this for ovarian cancer survivors, y'all, I'm here to tell you it absolutely can protect us at the cellular level. Juice Plus Complete also has a powerful fiber blend. And as a former colon hydrotherapist who did my doctoral work on colon health and detoxification, this is where I get really jazzed because we are a very constipated nation. I won't go there with that, but I do have to mention the fiber content here because the average American is only consuming about 8 to 10 grams of fiber a day. But we need more like 35 to 45 grams a day. So if you think about all the processed, packaged, and fast foods and white flours and breads and pizza and white rice and refined pasta that the average American is consuming, along with overconsumption of animal products, which are very difficult to digest, by the way, and compound that with the lack of fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, is it any wonder that the #1 condition that people seek attention for, medical attention for, is constipation and disorders of the colon? So I want to educate you a little bit, and then I'll share more of how this ties in with the Complete, because there's 2 types of fiber. There's soluble fiber, which is the type that helps to stabilize the blood sugar by slowly releasing sugar into the bloodstream. If you think about how a whole apple affects your blood sugar versus apple juice, that's going to kind of show you what I mean. So the fiber in the apple helps to slow the release of the natural sugars in the apple into your bloodstream. But when you drink juice, even if it doesn't have added sugar, those natural sugars get directly into your bloodstream and cause a spike. We need whole foods because the fiber helps to slow down that release of blood sugar. Soluble fiber also binds with excess dietary cholesterol and heavy metals to aid in carrying them out of the body through our stool to facilitate cleansing. I like to say soluble fiber is like a mop. It's literally sopping up all the bad stuff. Now, the other kind of fiber is insoluble fiber, and that's the type that provides the roughage that helps to speed the elimination of your stool through the colon. It's also called decreasing the transit time, and I'm not talking about a choo-choo train. This is the amount of time that the stool sits in the colon. The average American's transit time for a meal eaten today is, get this, 72 to 96 hours. This means that the indigestible animal protein, pasta, and probably white bread on top of that some folks might have had for dinner tonight, certainly not me, wouldn't pass through until Thursday or Friday. However, a diet high in fiber with whole foods from fruits, vegetables, grains, and vegetable protein has a transit time of only 24 to 36 hours maximum. So why am I bringing all this up? Because I know y'all don't want to poison yourself, and that's what we're doing. The longer it sits in the colon, the higher the risk of a process called auto-intoxication, literally self-poisoning. Toxins are going to sit in the bowel and then seep into your bloodstream through your leaky gut. And now you can see maybe why insoluble fiber is so essential as well. I call it the broom. It helps to sweep the feces through the colon for speed of elimination. So, tying it all together, in every serving of Complete, you get a good mix of soluble and insoluble fiber, 8 grams. And your gut is going to get fed some good prebiotics from plant cellulose fructooligosaccharides found in this powerful mix too. And I'm sure y'all want improved gut biome, right? I mean, that's a topic for a whole nother discussion. But just know, the good guys are getting fed in there too with Complete. Since up to 80% of our immune system is housed in our colon, you could significantly reduce your risk of many illnesses and diseases, literally. So I'd like to shift our focus now to life-giving enzymes, which are the life force of the body. They are needed for every metabolic and catabolic process in your body. I don't care if you're blinking, sneezing, talking, walking, or eating. Enzymes are needed. And without them, we cannot properly digest and assimilate our foods. They help reduce the burden on our digestive organs. Raw foods contain enzymes. Cooked foods don't. Our Juice Plus Complete includes an enzyme blend of protease to help digest protein, lipase for fats, amylase for carbohydrates, and cellulase for fiber. Enzymes, as found in whole, raw food, is critical to optimal health, and I feel so good knowing that I'm getting a variety of these enzymes in my daily smoothie. And I get them in my capsules, too. And by the way, that was the #1 reason why I was attracted to Juice Plus, is because the life force is in there. It is not like a dead vitamin. And if that weren't enough, there are additional phytonutrients in Complete that come from sprouts. Now, I have sprouts growing at my house here year-round because I know they're really high in enzymes and are loaded with good nutrition. And here we have sprouts in our Complete mix, too, coming from broccoli, alfalfa, and radish. Now, how many of y'all are eating your sprouts every day? If you're drinking your Complete, you're getting that good nutrition. Hashtag chock full of nutrition, right? And there's even more plant protein from juice powders coming from pumpkins, which are high in beta-carotene, as well as all sorts of vitamins and minerals, pomegranate, which is good for heart health, spirulina, which is a powerful green food that helps cleanse the cells, yucca, which helps to reduce inflammation, and mushrooms as a safe whole food source of vitamin D2, since most of us seem to be deficient in that now also. Wow, take a deep breath. I can hardly keep up with myself. There's so many goodies in there. It contains literally everything from the farmer's market and a health food store, all in one nutrient-dense scoop. I mean, seriously, when is the last time you ate all of that in one meal? This whole food-based powder drink truly is a complete meal, providing fiber, plant protein, enzymes, prebiotics, complex carbohydrates, and complete amino acids. You just can't find a healthier meal replacement drink, and I am going to encourage you, dare you if you will, to take my challenge and compare these ingredients to the label of a Slim Fast, which a lot of people use for weight loss, or a Power Energy drink that a lot of athletes take, or any other shake mix, or a can of Ensure, which is used to supplement sickly children or the elderly. There absolutely is no comparison. Those types are generally loaded with artificial ingredients, things you can't read, food colorings, hydrogenated oils, all types of sugars, corn syrup, synthetic vitamins, and mostly contain water. So the next question that I get a lot is, how do you shake it up, Dr. Carol? Well, you can experiment with all sorts of nutritious recipes to make your complete smoothie. I'm going to invite you to ask whoever asked you onto the call tonight for a copy of some of their favorite recipes, because we have all sorts of booklets made up with our popular smoothies. And guess what? You can even make tasty, nutritious desserts with Complete too. But when I'm in a hurry, I merely scoop it, shake it, take it, and drink it as my meal on the go. Now, a lot of folks ask me how I actually make my blended smoothie, so I wanted to share that with you. I take 1 scoop of the vanilla, is my preference, with 1 cup of organic coconut milk or water, and about a half a cup of cold water, and a tablespoon of organic chia seeds for my essential fatty acids, the omega-3 oils. I always add some type of berries or fruit that are more low glycemic. Right now, I happen to be on a cherry kick. And for some additional green power, I add a handful of kale or Swiss chard from my tower garden. I put all that in the blender, and voila, within seconds, I have an absolutely delicious, yummy breakfast, lunch, dinner, mid-afternoon snack. Or I'm going to talk to you later about how some people actually use the shake. That's how I personally have been taking it. For those who can or don't like to swallow capsules, guess what? You can open up those capsules and pour them in your smoothie directly, and you don't even have to swallow a capsule. And if you make your daily smoothie the way I just shared with you, I do mine, in breakfast alone, you have 28 grams of fiber. Wow. That's triple what most Americans consume every day. And since I generally eat one of our complete nutrition bars every day too, I get an additional 10 grams of fiber just with my complete whole foods, a shake and a bar. 38 grams. Most people only get 8 in a day, and I'm just getting the day started. I guess you can figure out by now that I am a regular kind of a gal. And you can be too, and the guys too. So now I'd like to share some suggestions as to how and when to drink this yummy meal.